Hey everyone, welcome back to Travel Global. Today we'll look at the top 10 must-see destinations in New York City. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's head into it. Number 10, Broadway, New York. The theater district is home to over 40 Broadway theaters, which is why New York offers some of the best live theater on the planet. Whether it's a new musical, the latest smash hit, or the long-running classic, seeing a Broadway show transports you out of your seat and into a new reality. That's the magic of Broadway. So pick your favorite musical and let yourself get sucked into the story. Listen to exceptional performances and see your favorite characters sing and dance on the stage. Visiting Broadway is a must-do activity when visiting the Big Apple. Number 9, Grand Central Terminal. If you get lost trying to navigate New York City's Grand Central Terminal, you're forgiven. It's the largest train station in the world, after all. Many visitors from out of town flock to Grand Central to admire the breathtaking architecture, dine at world-famous eateries, or maybe reenact their favorite movie scenes. Whether shopping, touring, eating, or just taking in some of the classic sights and sounds of New York, visitors come year-round to experience a little bit of the magic that has made it so famous. Number 8, Metropolitan Museum of Art. In New York, there are a lot of fascinating and historical museums, but the Metropolitan Museum of Art manages to stand out among the rest. It's the largest art museum in the United States and among the top visited museums in the world. The permanent collection alone has over 2 million works. Its halls are filled to the brim with art and culture, so you can spend a day here and not even see it all. Number 7, Rockefeller Center. The Rockefeller Center complex was built during the Great Depression, providing much-needed work for New Yorkers. It was commissioned by the Rockefeller family on land formerly owned by Columbia University. Construction started in 1931, and the first buildings opened in 1933. The central part of the complex was completed by 1939, with architecture reflecting the Art Deco style popular at the time. Rockefeller Center was revolutionary in incorporating artwork throughout both public and private spaces, adding parking garages and having centralized heating systems. The center is one of New York's most visited sites, especially during the winter when it becomes a holiday wonderland with its legendary tree and ice skating rink. Number 6, 9/11 Museum. More than any other city in America, the events of September 11 impacted New York in a way that's still felt today. But rather than linger on the tragedy of the event, the 9/11 Memorial reflects on our healing and growth as a city following the day. A moving piece of artwork called Reflecting Absence, 2 memorial pools stand in the footprint of the towers, surrounding the museum on either side. And around the memorial, you can't help but notice all the amazing new buildings that have been created to rebuild what was lost. The 9/11 Museum is one of these, another must for your visit if you have the time. Both peaceful and somber, the 9/11 Memorial is no doubt emotional to experience, but is ultimately a beautiful tribute worth visiting. Number 5, One World Trade Center. Every year, hundreds of thousands of people visit the One World Observatory for that once-in-a-lifetime view of New York City. From the top of the One World Trade Center, guests can marvel at 360-degree views of Manhattan, the East River, the Brooklyn Bridge, and New York Harbor, all while staying indoors. One World Trade Center, which houses the observatory on floors 100 to 102, has an important connection to the rest of Ground Zero. Completed in 2014, it was built in the wake of 9/11 to restore the World Trade Center and bring back business into the area. The building is often referred to as the Freedom Tower, as it represents the perseverance of the city and the country's ideals of freedom and independence. Number 4, Empire State Building. New York City has an amazing urban skyline, and they've got the observation decks to go with it. The Empire State Building is one of the best. The elevator ride is quick, less than 1 minute. When you arrive at the top, you're on your own and free to roam around. On a clear day, visibility from the deck is up to 80 miles. You'll be able to spot several of NYC's most famous landmarks, such as the Chrysler Building, the Rockefeller Center, the One World Trade Center, Central Park, Times Square, and the Statue of Liberty. You can even see 5 different states: New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Delaware. Number 3. Central Park. Covering more than 800 acres, Central Park is the city's 5th largest park in size, surrounded by the Upper West Side, the Upper East Side, and Harlem. There's nothing that beats a sunny day in Central Park. Definitely save this one for a nicer day. Rainy weather doesn't allow you to truly enjoy the beauty that is essentially New York's backyard. Take a stroll through the Ramble, pay tribute at Strawberry Fields, go skating at Woolman Rink, picnic in Sheep's Meadow. You have plenty of options, and you'll see other New Yorkers out here doing the same. Visiting Central Park is a great way to get a glimpse of authentic life in NYC. Number 2. Times Square. Times Square is so famous as the location of the New Year's Eve ball drop, you may not be aware that it's also an affordable, fun, and kid-friendly place to visit year-round. During the Christmas and New Year's celebrations, hotel prices rise dramatically, but during the rest of the year, accommodation in Times Square is surprisingly affordable. Located in the heart of Midtown, staying here is both easy and convenient, no matter what else you're planning to do. Times Square is not really a square, it's more of a rectangle. Today, Times Square is an entertaining and exciting place for the whole family. Often referred to as the crossroads of the world, it's quintessential New York City. A highly stimulating environment packed with billboards, lights, people, and activities. Number 1. Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. The Statue of Liberty was a gift from the French to the people of the United States as a symbol of the international friendship forged during the American Revolution. It is perhaps New York City's most familiar landmark and the easiest one to overlook since it's only accessible by boat. This historic monument has welcomed many generations of hopeful Americans to its shores. The ferry that takes you to Liberty Island also stops at Ellis Island, which has been the first stop for more than 12 million immigrants to the US. Experience this historic place with your own eyes and visit the Ellis Island Immigration Museum to learn more about immigration in the United States. Have you ever been to New York City? Which places did we miss that you think are an absolute must-see? Leave us a comment below and make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our future travel videos. With that, I'll see you in the next video.